Have you ever opened your eyes in the middle of the night, looked at the clock, and it was almost exactly 2 or 3 a.m.? You try to go back to sleep. But your brain suddenly decides it's the perfect time to replay embarrassing memories, worry about tomorrow, or solve problems that don't even exist yet. If that sounds familiar, your body could be trying to tell you something important. It might not be your mattress. It might not even be stress itself. It could be your cortisol, the hormone that's supposed to help you wake up in the morning, but when it becomes unbalanced, it can quietly affect almost every system in your body. And the scary part? Many people live with high cortisol for years without realizing it. Today, we'll uncover the surprising signs of elevated cortisol, why it happens, and simple science-backed habits that may help bring it back into balance. Let's begin. What exactly is cortisol? Cortisol is often called the stress hormone, but that's only part of the story. Your body actually needs cortisol every single day. It helps regulate blood sugar, blood pressure, inflammation, metabolism, energy levels, and even your sleep-wake cycle. Think of cortisol as your body's natural alarm clock. Normally, cortisol is lowest in the middle of the night, allowing you to sleep deeply. Then it gradually rises and reaches its highest level in the early morning, helping you wake up feeling alert. But when stress becomes constant, this natural rhythm can become disrupted. Instead of rising in the morning, cortisol may stay elevated late into the night. And that's when problems begin. The first sign most people ignore. One of the most common warning signs isn't weight gain or fatigue. It's your sleep. If you regularly wake up between 2 and 4 a.m., wide awake and unable to fall back asleep, cortisol may be playing a role. Many people describe the same experience. Their body feels tired. But their mind refuses to switch off. They begin worrying, planning, thinking, analyzing, until sunrise finally arrives. Then, just as it's time to get out of bed, they suddenly feel sleepy again. This happens because your body's normal cortisol rhythm may have shifted. Instead of being lowest during the night and highest in the morning, it's almost the opposite. The physical signs of high cortisol. Sleep problems are only one piece of the puzzle. High cortisol can affect nearly every organ in the body. One of the most noticeable changes is stubborn belly fat. Even when eating reasonably well, some people notice extra weight accumulating around the waist. At the same time, muscles, especially in the legs and hips, may gradually become weaker. Climbing stairs may feel more difficult than it used to. Your knees might ache more than expected because weaker muscles provide less support for your joints. Many people blame aging. But stress hormones may also be contributing. It can affect more than your weight. Cortisol also influences your cardiovascular system. Over time, chronically elevated cortisol can contribute to higher blood pressure in some people. It also affects blood sugar. When cortisol remains elevated for long periods, your body releases more glucose into the bloodstream. Eventually, this may increase insulin resistance, making it harder to keep blood sugar under control. This is one reason why long-term use of corticosteroid medications, under medical supervision, can sometimes increase the risk of developing diabetes. Your mood may change too. High cortisol doesn't just affect your body. It affects your mind. You may notice you're more irritable than usual. Small inconveniences suddenly feel overwhelming. Traffic becomes unbearable. Minor mistakes feel enormous. Your patience disappears. Some people also experience increased anxiety or feel constantly on edge. Instead of feeling calm, their nervous system acts like it's preparing for an emergency all day long. Strange cravings could be another clue. Do you constantly crave bread, pasta, cookies, or sugary snacks? Stress hormones often increase cravings for quick sources of energy. Unfortunately, those foods can create blood sugar spikes followed by crashes. leaving you wanting even more. This cycle can become difficult to break. Other symptoms you shouldn't ignore. High cortisol may also be linked with frequent fatigue, low motivation, reduced interest in intimacy, digestive discomfort, water retention, muscle weakness, and difficulty recovering after exercise. Not everyone experiences every symptom. But when several appear together, it may be worth discussing them with a healthcare professional. Can you test cortisol? Yes. Doctors may recommend different types of cortisol testing depending on your symptoms. Blood tests measure cortisol at one specific moment. Saliva tests can measure cortisol several times throughout the day, giving a better picture of its daily rhythm. In some situations, healthcare providers may also use urine testing to evaluate cortisol production over a longer period. The best test depends on your symptoms and medical history, so it's important to discuss it with your doctor. What can help lower cortisol naturally? The good news is that your daily habits have a powerful influence on cortisol. Start with stress management. A 30-minute walk outdoors, especially in nature, can help many people feel calmer while supporting healthy stress regulation. Regular physical activity is also helpful. Exercise doesn't need to be extreme. Consistency matters much more than intensity. Prioritize sleep. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Reduce bright screen exposure before bedtime. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet whenever possible. Nutrition also plays a role. Eating enough protein, magnesium-rich foods like spinach, pumpkin seeds, beans, and nuts, and potassium-rich foods such as avocados, potatoes, bananas, and leafy greens can support overall health. Some studies suggest vitamin D may also play a role in immune function and overall wellness, but supplementation should be based on your healthcare provider's advice and your individual needs. Most importantly, don't ignore the source of your stress. Sometimes changing one unhealthy habit, setting healthier boundaries, or making time to recover can have a bigger impact than any supplement. Final thoughts. High cortisol doesn't usually announce itself with one dramatic symptom. Instead, it quietly changes your sleep, your mood, your energy, your weight, and your overall health. The earlier you recognize the warning signs, the sooner you can take steps to restore balance. If you found this video helpful, let us know in the comments. Have you ever found yourself waking up around 2 or 3 a.m.? And if you enjoy science-backed health videos that make complex topics easy to understand, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.